Hello everybody and welcome back to Jenny's Journey Part 2. And I may have underestimated this whole one bag thing. If you watched my first Jenny's Journey video, you know that I am getting ready for a scrapbook retreat, which is now about 4 weeks away. And I decided to take on the challenge of preparing ahead of time so that I can pack everything into one bag, so that when I go to the retreat, I will only have one bag. And you all had a lot to say about that. And I have to tell you, you just made my whole week. I enjoyed watching so many of your comments, and actually it made me feel better because my original post was a tool tip from my friend Heather, who came to my retreat, and she did pack in one bag, and that inspired me to actually try and give it a try. And I had posted it, and on YouTube everybody was, I pack in one bag, I pack in one bag, you should only ever have to pack in one. And I was feeling like, am I the only one who loads up my truck when I go to a crop? And I found my people. You all are on Facebook, and the comments that you made they made me laugh and they made me feel so good inside. And so thank you so much for sharing and being with me along on this journey. So one of the comments that I received often was 20 layouts are not going to be enough, and that I really need to be thinking bigger, 30, 40, 50 or more. Somebody actually does 100 layouts in a crop weekend. I was so blown away by that. So I am working on my 20 layouts, but I'm not there yet. But I have been doing a lot of power laying out, and I've already learned a lot of lessons and quite a few things. So I had to change my system. So let me flip over to my desk and show you some of the changes that have happened during this whole process. Okay, so you all know that I have been doing a lot of power laying out this week, and I've already learned quite a few things, and I've had to change up my system a little bit because I've already outgrown my box and I've kind of hit my first snag in my original plan. So let me just show you where I am. Originally, you guys know, I was putting all of my power layouts in this box, and then I had a little divider that I was putting on top to put all of my things in. And several of you said I needed a power sort box, that would work better for me. I don't have one. This is what I was using, and I outgrew it quickly. I was on number 7 and I had already outgrown this box. So one of the things I thought about, and then someone actually had suggested it also, so I was like, oh look, I'm ahead of things, is I thought I would bag everything together. So we all have these leftover bags from our collections, and I keep them. And so that's what I did. As I was putting together my particular layout, everything stays together. I put it into the Ziploc bag and I can shut it. So it has my sketch, it has my stickers or embellishments, it has all of the papers that I need, and I can just zip it up. And so I have done this with several of the power layouts, and I actually think that I'm going to like this better because everything for the particular layout will stay together, and when I get to the retreat, I can just grab out a bag and I can start looking. But now comes the part that I'm trying really hard to avoid. Basically bringing every tool that I own. So as I've been working on my power layouts, I've started to keep this little notepad right next to me, and anytime that I am working on a sketch and I realize that I'm going to need something that isn't already in my bag, I'm writing it down. So I've written down things like, I need my jumbo circle with the red pen. I need the wavy border cutting tool. I need a red pen. I need the crest border cutting tool. I need brown ink. My hope is that as I get closer to the retreat, I will have enough kits laid out that I can go back through this list and I can do some of these things ahead of time. So if I need to punch a bunch of leaves, I can go ahead and punch a bunch of leaves and then just put that in there rather than having to take all of those tools. Or if I need to cut something out with my die, I can go ahead and cut it out. Basically, every time I can do one of these things that are on here, then that's one less tool that has to go into my bag. But if I run out of time, I at least have a list so that I'm not going to be standing in my craft room the night before trying to remember every tool that I need that will go with every one of my layouts. I'm going to have a list, and so I will know exactly what I need. And then several of you gave me the really brilliant idea of making sure that I have sticky notes so that as I'm at the retreat, if I realize, oh, I forgot this, or oh, I really want to add this onto my layout when I get home, I can just write it on the sticky note and I can put it right on that layout so that when I get home and I unpack, I'll know exactly what I still need to do on that layout. So I officially have these are the extra things I need to make sure I pack, and sticky notes has been put on that list so that I know I will not forget my sticky notes. So keep the ideas coming, because apparently I am taking advice from all of you as experts and I am writing it all down. Now, here is where my plan has fallen apart. I originally had planned to work my way through all 20 of my virtual crops. At the beginning, this was really working great. I was finishing up my volume 1 of 2026, which goes from January to July, and I actually finished it, which makes me very happy. So then I moved on to my Cabo album because that one was getting really close to being finished too. And this is where I started having trouble. I was basically looking at the next virtual crop sketch and then looking at my Cabo pictures that I still needed to scrapbook, and they just weren't working together. And I kept trying to fit them all in to my layout, and I just kept trying. So finally I realized, why am I doing this to myself? I was so focused on the idea of needing to complete the 20 sketches from the virtual crop that I was trying to force my photos into the sketches, and it was not working, and I was getting bored, and I was, how in the world do people do this? I'm losing my mind. And it was actually my friend Megan Jacks, you all know Megan, and she and I were talking about it, and I was saying, I don't know how people do this, and she said, well, why are you just using virtual crop sketches? You have lots of ideas. And I was like, oh yeah, I literally have an entire binder of sketches that I have collected, you know, from all different things, from Megan and Tessa's power layouts that haven't been done that are all in there. I have blog posts from Creative Memories, Project Recipes that are in there. I have sketches from all over the place, and I keep them all in this binder so that if I'm ever struggling, I can just flip through all of these sketches and hopefully find something that will work. So that's basically what I'm trying to do, is move forward with my pictures, but do it in a way that is enjoyable, right? It's a hobby that we want to do. And I've saved all of these other sketches, and I've wanted to do those too. So I'm still power laying out. That is still the plan. But instead of sticking with the virtual crop sketches, I have moved on to all of my sketches, and I'm looking for sketches which naturally fit with the photos that I still have to put together. And that is working much better for me, and I am still working my way through. I have about 13 layouts done. I still have several weeks, which is good. But here's the thing. You all keep telling me that 20 layouts are not enough. And that has been my goal all along, is I need 20 layouts, 20 layouts, 20 layouts. But apparently I need at least 30. That's what you're saying. But look, here's the problem, you guys. Here's the problem. Let me get these two. Here's my bag. And it's only got 11 layouts in here. And like if I put 30 layouts, if I put 30, 40, 50 layouts in here, it's going to take a whole it's going to take a whole section. Like if I put my mats in here with this, that's only going to give me a teensy tiny section. So I don't know. It's already starting to fill up and I'm getting nervous. I still have about 4 weeks to go. So I'm not panicking yet. I have 4 weeks, not panicking, but I am starting to get a little nervous. And I want to know, this is what I really want to know. For those of you who keep telling me that I need 30 or more layouts, are you still standing by that? Do you still think that I need 30 layouts? Or can I get away with 20? Do you think that I'll be, there's classes that are going to be going on throughout the retreat that I'll be attending. And my mom will tell you I'm a jibber jabber. I don't think I talk so much, but she says I'm a jibber jabber. So let me know, do you still think that I need more than 30 layouts? And if you have any more tricks to help me pull this one bag at the retreat off, keep them coming. Let me know. Keep them coming, because apparently I'm listening to you. I'm taking all of the advice down. I'm writing it on my list. Let me know. And I will let you know. I'm going to keep power laying out, and I'll be back to let you know if there's been any changes. All right, you guys, have a great rest of the week, and off to power layout. Bye.